Strange. It said the storage was full, but it wasn't. I went to check. I was meant to stop there. So we find that. Okay, so therefore I'm continuing. Vayitzar is spelled with 2 yuds. Vayitzar formed, right? 1 yud corresponds to the good inclination, which is Gabriel, who taught him 70 languages, and 1 yud corresponds to the evil inclination, who wrestled with him, as written because he touched the hollow of Yaakov, Jacob's thigh, in the sinew of the vein in Bereshit. It says this, and caused him to forget the 70 languages which the good inclination taught him. 201. Before all this, 4 angels descended with him, as is written, for he shall give his angels charge over you, if he had in Tehillim, Psalms by King David. If he has ancestral merit, then one is Michael by the merit of Abraham. The second is Gabriel by the merit of Isaac. The third who descends with him is Neriel by the merit of Jacob. And the fourth is Raphael by the merit of Adam. And the good inclination is above him. If he has no merit, then 4 angels of destruction accompany him: sin, destroyer, anger, and fury. And the evil inclination is over them to judge him in the world to come. Therefore they explain that a wicked person is judged by the evil inclination, a righteous person is judged by the good inclination, and an average man is judged by both. Therefore, if he is an average person, both Gabriel, who is the good inclination, and Samael, the evil inclination, judge him. For every person who has in him the 4 elements, fire, air, water, and earth, water angels descend with him to his right and 4 to his left. The 4 on the right are Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Neriel, while the 4 on the left are sin, destroyer, anger, and fury. And on the side of the body, Metatron descends upon him on the right and Sami on the left. There is no person that does not have the 4 elements, fire, air, water, and earth, but the 4 elements line after the preceding element. If his sign is lion, which is chesed, Michael comes first, followed by Gabriel, Neriel, and Raphael. If his sign is ox, which is Gevurah, Gabriel precedes, followed by Michael, Neriel, and Raphael. If his sign is eagle, which is Tiferet, Neriel precedes, then Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. If his sign is man, which is Malchut, Raphael precedes, followed by Michael, Gabriel, and Neriel. All 4 aspects lion, ox, eagle, and man. And of those on the right side, which is the aspect of Michael, are mercy. Such men perform charitable deeds and have a pale face. Such a man is charitable, pious, and wise if he is occupied with Torah. If he does not occupy himself with Torah, he is the opposite. Coming from the side of the evil inclination, he is a thief, a fool, and has no kindness, because an unlearned person cannot be pious. 206. From the side of Gabriel, which is left, his 4 faces, ox, lion, eagle, man, and judgment, are namely the quality of judgment against the wicked, and he provokes them, as we have explained, that is permitted his 4 faces are judgment, namely the quality of judgment against the wicked. So mercy the other side is thief, fool, no kindness, an unlearned person. Okay? And judgment, namely the quality of judgment against the wicked, he provokes them, as we've explained, it is permitted to provoke the wicked of the world. He prevails against his inclination and fears sin. He'll be a magistrate if he's occupied in Torah and excels in his study. Conversely, if he's from the side of the evil inclination, he provokes the righteous to punish them heavily, and he will exceed in committing transgressions. He does not fear sin, his face is reddish, and he spills blood like Esau. One whose sin is eagle, which is of the central column, is neither excessively compassionate nor has an excess of the quality of judgment, but is rather intermediate in his good inclination and in his good traits, and intermediate in his evil inclination and in bad traits. His face is both pale and reddish. One whose sign is man, which is Malchut, incorporates from the good side every good trait. He is pious, wise, mighty in the Torah, fears sin, full with many good qualities, and his face will be blackish. If he is of the side of inclination, he will be full of all kinds of bad traits. If the sins of a person are in the majority, then all the legions of the evil inclination have power over him until all the legions of the good inclination leave him. He causes Sammy and all his legions to reign over his limbs. If his merits are in the majority, then the legions of the good inclination dominate him until the legions of the evil inclination leave him. He causes the legions of the good inclination to reign over his limbs. At that time, the name Yud, He, Vav, and He rules over him. 2:11. If he is average, then the host of heaven stands by him on his right and on his left. Some urge him toward the right to merit, and others toward the left to sin, and whichever stronger prevails. Therefore, the sages of the Mishnah declared a person should always view himself as if the whole world depends on him, meaning he should consider himself as average person and that the whole world is average. If he performs one good deed, he tips a scale for himself and the whole world towards merit. If he commits one sin, he tips for the scale for himself and for the whole world towards guilt. 2:12. From the side of Michael, man is called firstborn, whose level is white silver, which alludes to chesed. Therefore, the redemption of the firstborn son is by silver. 5 selahs, like the numerical value of He, 5, of Abraham. For if he grows wise with Torah, Yud will be added to him, which is holy, namely Chachma, with which one should make holy the firstborn of cattle, namely Yisrael is holy to Hashem. He needs this to tithe newborns, for each baby is from the side of the son of Yud He, who is Vav, namely Tiferet. 2:13. All animals which are the holy living creatures are named after the letters of the holy name. This is the meaning of every one that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. In Isaiah. Even all the creatures were created with the letters of the holy name, and there is no creature that is not marked with the name in order to recognize who created it. This Yud of the name, Yud He Vav He, is the shape of the head of every creature. Yud He of the name are the shapes of the 5 fingers of the right hand and 5 of the left hand. Vav is the shape of the body. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Be well.